Hello, and welcome to this new episode of CATIA Talk, focusing on building and infrastructures. We would like to thank Antoine Morizot, which is CATIA design expert, and we have today this our design expert from Bouygues Construction, which is going to join us in explaining his best projects and how he designed it with CATIA. So we're very happy to have his expertise on board with us on this CATIA talk on the CATIA building and infrastructures community, and he will present his best work in a joint presentation with Yarob Audi, which is an industry process specialist from the CATIA Infrastructures and Buildings organization in CATIA, and also with our expert industry process leader Prasad Pandit, also from the CATIA Infrastructures and Building organization, who will co-present this presentation with Antoine from Bouygues. On my side, I am Cyril Cohen. I am the CATIA marketing leader for everything that is construction and buildings inside CATIA organization, inside ecosystem. So again, thank you very much, Antoine, and thank you very much for our internal expert to join us for this CATIA talk in our community, and we're very happy to have them on board. And now we will have Antoine, which is going to present us his profile, his work, and what he has done so far. So now I will leave the floor to the experts, and to Antoine, who is going to present us who he is and what he has done so far. Thank you very much for being there, and thank you very much for presenting everything.
Thanks, Cyril. So would you like to share your profile, Antoine, how you grew up in this industry along with the CAD and BIM tools, and along with how was your journey so far in terms of the professional in this world?
So first, hi everyone, and thank you for the opportunity to speak about me and my job. I'm a building and civil designer, and I've been working in the construction industry for 15 years. I'm working for the French company Bouygues Construction, which is the fourth biggest construction company in the world.
Wow. So anything more you would like to share that earlier you would like to share more about yourself in terms of a journey, what you have came through?
I will show you one of my achieved projects. I work for many large construction like linear infrastructure, railway, road, bridges, also dam,
Some more in buildings sometime?
large buildings,
Yeah.
and a few more in the nuclear construction also.
Wow.
So yes, a lot of very big projects, mostly international projects.
Okay.
And all of them were designed completely, or some of them partially, with CATIA.
Okay.
I started designing with CATIA V5,
Okay. Okay.
and then I moved to CATIA in the 3D experience on the cloud back in 2017.
Okay. That's
And
interesting. I mean, pretty long. I mean, in early age, I think you have been exposed to Dassault Systems technology like CATIA and the other brands. Getting into the construction world where people are most of the times working with the existing CADs and the BIM tools. So maybe you want to share. You want to take us to the next slide, please. Yeah, I mean, you want to share your whole work, what you have done one by one? That will be great.
Okay. Yes, this is one of my major project I participate in. This is the Fondation Louis Vuitton in Paris. It's a very wonderful and complex building
Yeah.
with a mix of different materials like wood, glass, concrete,
Wow.
and steel.
This is interesting. I mean, isn't this designed by Franco Gehry? Or
Yes,
Yeah, I think so. And
the
it's a nice concept of having, the glass roof and having the experience of, probably it looks like an iceberg, that kind of a theme which has followed. That's what I read in the few of the articles recently. So would you like to talk more about it? How was your experience overall?
Frank Gehry decided to use back in 2008 the software digital project with a core of CATIA V5,
Yeah.
and it was a very good challenge and the perfect tool, I would say also, to design such a complex building. You have impressive shapes that you can see on the
Yeah.
picture, and we had to manage a collaboration with different stakeholders. This was done totally on the model, on the 3D model done with CATIA
Mhm.
V5,
Wow.
and we could have a successful construction.
That's quite interesting, because I remember the days of digital project when Franco Gehry started using CATIA as a major designing tool for all the buildings what he's designing. So that's really wonderful to hear you have been associated with that kind of a project. Thank you. Thanks for sharing this. What else you would like to share upon?
So then, after an experience with digital project, we moved to CATIA V5 to get more power of the software, and we decided to design a bridge. This one is a long viaduct. This is the Atlantic Bridge. It's a 530-meter main span. The Atlantic Bridge will be the longest concrete cable-stayed bridge in the world.
Wow.
And we made some development on the 3D design, on the method of construction, to accelerate the study of the main bridge and
Mhm.
also the access bridges.
Beautiful. This is amazing. So, how was the LOD line level of develop maintained here? So the designs were to the reinforcement level and to the even to the couplers level. How are the models being prepared in this particular project? Very intense, very high detail.
We had a very high level of detail. I think we get up to the LOD 300 and maybe 400 because we had to design the concrete, all the reinforcement, the couplers also, all the insert that you can have in the concrete, especially in the towers.
Mhm.
So we went on a very high level of design to have a very precise 3D model to help the construction.
That's really great. What else you have to share more about yourself? Yeah, thank you.
Okay, here is a few of other projects I participated. You can see French viaduct on the Dordogne River at the top left. At the right, you can see the Cairo metro line. On the bottom left, you can see the High Speed 2 project in UK. And on the bottom right, you can see the new orbital highway in Qatar. So
That's interesting. Yeah.
all the development we made within CATIA were reused for all these projects.
Okay. Wow. Any more slides?
No.
Okay. So move to the next slide, Antoine. Okay. So that's really wonderful, Antoine, that you shared your journey right from the building like Louis Vuitton, and the overall experience about the infrastructure. So I'm sure you are currently working with lots of intense and complex projects, and I'm sure Yarob is helping out with a lot of things, and you both are working together. So Yarob, how was your experience so far? And you would have had a great chance working with Antoine for his projects. So what's your view on this?
Definitely, really, I have a great chance to work with Antoine from the beginning. I mean, working with him on some projects for Vinci, and then after that, moving forward with some other projects for Bouygues. I'm learning from him every day, from his experience, and I'm trying to support him also on the using of CATIA and 3D Experience platform. We have collaborated, in fact, on many projects. I mean, for building complex building, as we saw for the Fondation Louis Vuitton in Paris. This complex structure for the great architecture architect. I mean, Frank Gehry. I'm already a huge fan of Frank Gehry, and now we are working on large projects, infrastructure projects with many tunnels, many bridges, with a very high level of details. I mean, related to the modeling of this project. Maybe I have a question to Antoine that from the beginning, in fact, you have picked up CATIA over all the available software and available CAD solutions in the market. So, any reasons for that? Why you have choose CATIA for your project and for your journey?
Yeah, sure. I would say that CATIA is a magical software that will let you accomplish any complex design. It's a complete solution that offers multidiscipline engineering, so that makes it the perfect tool for CAD engineers that we are. With CATIA, you can imagine, shape, and draw very fast and easily with full control of what you are doing. It has high-level functionalities that is the only one to offer. You can make links between geometry objects. You can create every parameters you need. You can create knowledge pattern, power copies, user features, and so more. You can have a lot of functionalities that will help you to accelerate your design and have a full control of what you are designing.
This is great.
Yeah. So you want to share something, Antoine, after this slide? You have anything you would like to share upon what you are currently working with?
I will show the next.
Maybe the next slide if you can. Yeah.
Here is an example of what you can do within CATIA. You can see all these pictures are going out from CATIA. You can design concrete and very complex concrete parts like deck segment. You can design reinforcement of the deck segment. You can design pre-stressing of the bridge. You can design inserts that will help the segment installation. You can design very complex reinforcement model, and also you can make renderings of what you are designing, like, as you can see on the picture. This is what I love with CATIA, is that you are working on a very wonderful software that have great possibilities, and it's very fun to work with because you are in a good rendering software.
That's amazing. I mean, no wonder. No wonder you're sticking to CATIA, because the kind of level of develop here, which I see LOD 450 or even 500 with the coupler details and the cables what you have built on, and it's very rare, and I'm sure it must be very difficult to do it in other tools, and you find it more automatic with or parametric approach of CATIA. I think it's helping you to sticking to CATIA on this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for sharing all these things. And I think you can move to the next slide. Yeah. So we just all actually wanted to see how your experience and excellence, what kind of excellence you're achieving today. I mean, the journey was really beautiful. And what exactly currently you're working upon. Everybody is interested in having a look at what's cooking in Antoine's kitchen in terms of uh, for the infrastructure project. What exactly you're working upon? Would you like to share something? Some of the glimpse of platform, showing some of the work what you're doing on the tunnels or something?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
We are currently working on tunnel construction,
Okay.
and we are trying to have a systemic approach of the tunnel conception. Here you can see the ring segment of the tunnel position accordingly to have to follow the main alignment. We can design inside all the road deck segment, and also we get spaces for all the systems. Like in this example, this is the drainage system.
Mm-hmm.
The drainage system is first designed on a 2D logical schematic, and then we'll have to create all the equipments in the 3D, and so we use the capability of CATIA to implement in the 3D model the equipment and the system from the 2D.
Wow, this is beautiful. So you have any video you want to share or showcase of the project?
Yeah, sure.
It's the same project? Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
So this is the typical ring segment, and it is made of rings object type, and you can change the parameters to change the design you need to have. You can change the radius, you can change the thickness, the different angles for the keystone and the lateral angle. All those parameters are making a universal ring. And then you can project in 2D your 3D model. And also you can update the views after a change on the 3D.
Wow, interesting.
And everything is recalculated automatically. And then after all the parameters are set, you can expose the products to get a more LOD, and then you go to the upper LOD model. Like in this case, you can see more details on the part.
Just amazing. Yeah. That's wonderful, Antoine. I mean, that's exactly what we talk about LOD 500, I think, going to the level of each and every panel and the reinforcement in it. And this is fantastic. And I'm sure while you do this, at the same time, you might be facing lots of challenges, which is typically, I mean, I'm sure Yarob is also, sorry, Yarob is also working very closely with you. So what are the challenges, Yarob, you see while you're working with, multiple, multiple excuse me,
Yes.
multiple technicians, or maybe Antoine, you can share more about how was your experience implementing with the team and teaching them and bringing them to the CATIA and 3D experience platform. Yarob?
Yeah, this is the question that I wanted to ask. Absolutely. In fact, we saw these great capabilities. I mean, on the automation, on the system engineering approach, on the this ability. I mean, to move from 2D to 3D with automation capabilities. How did you start? I mean, Antoine, to learn all these capabilities that are new. I mean, in the construction market, in the construction industry, and how you see the implementation of these CATIA-based solutions in your team? Because I remember that you have started your experience. You were alone. I mean, in the team, and now you are many people working on CATIA solution in the team. So how these capabilities, I mean, were implemented, and how the team was learning these solutions?
Yes, we started implementing CATIA because we were looking for a mature enough solution to accelerate the digital transformation of construction industry. By choosing CATIA 3D experience on the cloud, we have an easy access to application and all integrated in a common data environment. As CATIA is a mechanical-oriented software, we had to adopt the philosophy a bit different from other CAD software. That was the main obstacle, but what comes after brings a lot of benefits to all the team working together. Personally, I learned CATIA at school, and I realized in my early career that it will make me reach the goals I had at the time. So I followed some tutorials, I participated to trainings, and I spent some time alongside the experts. And of course, I was a curious guy. And now I can help my colleague, giving them the best tip to create intelligent 3D model. And today we are currently working on many projects with CATIA, like modular construction for residential and university accommodation, off-site assembling and prefabricated concrete structures, metro stations, and so many. And I would say that CATIA helps us thinking about the reuse and the optimization in construction, and also reducing our impact on the environment is also one of our main concerns.
That's good. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. And thank you so much, Yarob, for elaborating that question further to Antoine, because I know it's a common challenge for you as well as for him in terms of getting the work done in terms of professional output from most of the engineers who are on the different tools. They come from the 2D background, and training them and taking in or involving them in such a highly complex project is a kind of a task. So thanks to Antoine for making the force ready. And probably the next question, you want to move on to the next question, Antoine? Next slide, please. Yeah. So as you have experienced and as you have seen the different phases of implementation overall, our audience would like to hear it from your side, that what exactly the message you want to pass on to the newly modelers, newly picking up tools, like somebody who's moving from typical CAD to CATIA, or anybody is moving from BIM software to the CATIA for construction. What is your message? What is your advice to the whole industry?
Well, CATIA and the 3D experience platforms brings a common data environment that will be the single source of truth, and it's now requirements to reach an effective and efficient collaboration between design and technical team, stakeholders, and clients. As well, we'll need in the future to create our virtual twin. It is mandatory to leverage the capabilities compared to today's products that are only BIM products. I think the key steps to success is to have a flexible and agile way to collaborate, and also the ability to manage every time-consuming modification.
Okay, that's really great, and thank you so much for that message, and a kind of a boost to the industry who would like to move on to the platform where they would like to deliver LOD 500 level of data and highly complex projects. They would like to do it with lots of automation, and by using the CATIA's parametric advantage. And I'm sure they will be growing on this particular tool very fast soon. So thank you so much for being with us. Over to you, Cyril.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much for presenting that. And thank you very much, Antoine, for being present in this CATIA talk. As you guys know, there is an opportunity for our best CATIA champions and our best customers to present the projects, and that's exactly what Antoine has been doing here. He's been presenting projects for example, the Fondation Louis Vuitton or Tunnels and Bridges project, the best way to use CATIA. and it totally falls into that that project that we are doing here with the marketing to push to promote the work of our champions, and also assisted by our experts here, Prasad and Yarob. So thank you again, Antoine, Prasad, and also Yarob, to present all these very interesting projects. This CATIA talk is going to be available always on the building and civil infrastructure community that is available on the platform. So the building and civil infrastructure community is the place to be for watching videos on common projects, for tips and tricks, for also looking at 3D models. And we have a wiki where you can access different, I would say, disciplines of CATIA, where you can CATIA for the building and civil infrastructure field, where you can access specifically medias and everything that is interesting you in your specific matter of expertise. So again, thank you very much, you guys, and we're looking forward to having you, the four of us, of course, but also all the audience on the building and civil infrastructure community. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Cyril. Thank you, Antoine. Thank you, Yarob. Take care.
Welcome.
Thanks.
Thank you.